Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Sunday, my friends. More importantly, Happy New Year's Eve for many of us. I know for some of us it may already be the new year, for the viewers in Australia, New Zealand. But for the rest of us, it is still not the new year. Good to see everybody here. Welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Tamil, good to see you. Moff Jam, welcome. College Dude, good to see you. Swedish Sim Pilot, welcome. Pillsbury, good to see you. Captain USA, welcome. Ice Cream, good to see you. Diamond Mike, welcome back. Atto, good to see you. Ken LeMay, good to see you, my friend. Yuck Fu, welcome back. Leonard Grant, good to see you. YSN Crystals, good to see you. Boeing Fan, welcome back. Greg Elwell, good to see you. Gary P, welcome. Bence Deek, good to see you. Eric Fours, welcome back. BQ, good to see you. Ian Folds, good to see you. Quick Match, welcome. Jeff S, good to see you, dude. Lee Russell, welcome. Wes Burson, good to see you. Daniel Kopp, good to see you, my friend. Joe, welcome back, my friend. Good to see you, dude. Captain Riyadh, welcome. Felix, good to see you. Average Aviator, good to see you. Reed, good to see you. Cypher, good to see you. Caleb, welcome. Roy, good to see you. Samuel, welcome back. Cole, good to see you. Captain Steve, welcome. CHLM, good to see you. Gage Watkins, welcome. Briggy, good to see you. Abraham, good to see you. Captain Chad's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Captain Will's in the house as well. Good to see everybody here, man. Welcome aboard, friends. Thanks so much for coming to hang out, guys. Really do appreciate it. Again, happy New Year's Eve to many of you. Some people already may be celebrating. If you have a drink in hand, a beer in hand, a smoke in hand, I cheers to you, my friends. I can't waste much time. I do have a friends and gathering. No, I was going to say friends and family, but there's no family attending. But I am having some charcuterie with some friends and the fiance out at the farm this evening. So it's going to be a great night. Probably throw on some good classic movies and eat a bunch of good food. So it should be awesome. FSLTL update. No. Are you wondering why you're seeing all the A300s? It's because I use the IVAO. If you missed the stream yesterday, go to the IVAO website, download their downloader, and you can install just the A300 liveries. That's what I've done. That's why you're seeing a bunch of A300s around me. Got some Canadian dry, so cheers. Hey, there you go, man. Sweet. Skyflyer 320 celebrating 22 months. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you for your support, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are you staying in the A300 for the rest of the week? So this is the last stream for me until Thursday. Yes, and then Thursday, we're going to do some DHL ops over in Europe. That is the plan for next week. Going to do all kinds of DHL and a few others that fly the E300 as well. So, I've been watching the World Juniors. I haven't, not at all, man. I don't know. I kind of lost interest in the whole World Juniors. Canada's not the I don't know. They're not. We've been struggling for the World Juniors for the last couple of years, so it's kind of like a meh. I don't know. I feel just like the other countries, Sweden, Finland, U.S. They're just better at junior hockey now. So, yeah. Glad to see you. First two flights with A300. First one, 285 foot per minute. The second was trimming down, was a 58 foot per minute, and 20 knot headwind in EHAM also may have helped. Hey, man, it's all that matters. A little bit of trim down, and like I said, just flying into the ground almost with this aircraft. Slight little flare at 10 feet, and you should be good to go. All right, friends. Well, with our intro out of the way, let's go ahead and jump inside the aircraft. We'll get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. Bobby's here. What are you doing tonight, Bob? You want to come out to the farm and have some charcuterie? First things first, let's make sure sounds are turned up. Beautiful. We're going to go to external power on position. We'll get battery switch 1, 2, and 3 online. Looking good. We're going to flip this all the way over to external power. We'll flip it over to bat 2, get some power to the aircraft. Go all the way upstairs. Adir's left side, right side, and center.
Happy New Year, Captain.
Joe.
Do you think the headline for 2024 is the release of Microsoft flights in 2024 or the expected large numbers of new airliners on 2020?
I think both, to be honest with you. I think both, man. And obviously, if all of these airlines are going to work with 2024, I think that it's definitely going to be the third-party releases. That's for sure. Yeah. Still, this plane floats like a demon. It does. It does. The ground effect is very prevalent with this one. Yeah, very prevalent. Cap, do you manually trim the A300 down on final with auto trim? I need to push the aircraft down instead of flaring. Yeah, this aircraft does not have auto trim. You have to set your trim manually. Now, I don't know exactly which way your trim is being set, but it's a good thing I oh, trim doesn't work because the... Okay, that's right. I was going to say, I don't think my yoke is working, but it is. Yeah, you have to set it. So I explained it briefly on the arrival back into Louisville yesterday, where if you let go of the yoke... Normally the aircraft, the way that it trims itself for arrival is if you let go of the yoke, there's a slight up. Like the nose will want to go up, which leads to more floating in my opinion. So what I've done is, on arrival, I trim the aircraft so that when I let go of the yoke, the aircraft nose starts to sink a little bit. And I found that that's helped quite a bit with the floats, if you will. Yeah. New Year here in 1 hour and 20 minutes. Very cool, man. Very cool. Cap, used to have the Thrustmaster T1600M. How do you like the flex on the throttles? It's good. I actually think that that's one of the best, like, beginner kind of like joystick combos that you can get. It's so ambidextrous, you can use it for anything. Yeah. Organic Death Bubba I have. It's not my favorite, Bob. I don't know. It's okay. There's far better offerings. Do they have Crunch Berries by Sweetgrass? I don't know if you've tried that one yet, Bob, but Crunch Berries from Sweetcraft is Sweetwater, Sweetcraft, whoever the one that does the mint chocolate chip. I have some right here. Sweetgrass. See if they have any of that. Crunch Berries by Sweetcraft. You would enjoy that one. That one is a treat, my friend. Cool. Let's come down here. We'll continue our flows. We'll make sure that our no smoking is on the auto position. Good. Flows down here. Everything looks great. We'll get our galley power on. Everything looks good up there. APU master start switch comes on. We'll get the window heaters on, and we'll arm our emergency exits. Beautiful. Let's come down here. We'll pop this guy open. We'll go to My Flight. Let's go to import from SimBrief, Memphis over to Orlando today. In about an hour and 40 minutes on the flight time, chat. It's actually saying an hour and 31 minutes on the flight time. We'll jump back here. Beautiful. We'll go to our weight and end balance. We're going to go to custom cargo. We're going to import from SimBrief. And actually, while we're doing all this, let's start the boarding process through GSX. Good. We're going to apply load to aircraft. Wonderful. Heavy airplane today, chat. 127.57, so we're going to be a little bit heavy. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to our ground equipment. I'm going to open up our main cargo door for that guy to do his thing. Beautiful. Cool. Sweet. So let's grab some of these numbers. We'll punch them in down here. So first things first, we're going to go to our menu. We're going to go to our ACARs. We're going to go to our SimBrief. We're going to... that's good. Memphis over to MCO with our alternate of Miami. Perfect. We're going to align the IRS. Good. Flight number today is FedEx 993. So FDX 993. Throw that into there. Beautiful. We're going to go to our knit B page. Let's plug in some numbers now. So our zero fuel weight today is 127.6, we'll call it. 127.6. Good. We'll bug that up. Block fuel for today's flight is 16.1. 16.1. Oh, not 161. 16.1. Good. We'll throw that up into there in the block fuel. Wonderful. Shaquille, thanks for your support, man. Appreciate you, dude. 14 months. My man. Huge no floaties. Thank you for the support, dude. Appreciate you. So thanks for the gifted sub. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Good to see you, man. Huge no floaties too, dude. Welcome back, and thank you very much. I want round trip. No time for round trip, unfortunately, man. I apologize. I wish I had time to do a round trip, but I've got to. I got to go to the grocery store before they go. I have all kinds of things, dude. The farm is like 45 minutes away from me as well, so I got to drive out to the farm, pick up the fiance, go to the grocery store, get a bunch of stuff, back, prep, set everything up, and then yeah. So it's going to be a very busy evening for me. I wish I had time to do more. 29.7 on the CG weight. We'll bug that up. Good. Says our optimum cruise altitude is going to be 32,400. The cruise altitude that we have selected is flight level 330. So it should be good. We should burn off fuel for there. Wonderful. Cool. That all looks good to me. We'll go to our flight plan. I don't think we have any ATC online today. We do not have any ATC online. So we're going to take a look at the weather and see what things are doing here. So we're going to... Oh, that's our old flight. Sorry, I didn't even import our new flight. Good. We're going to go to airport and Greg celebrating 12 months, 1 year. Huge no floaties and with yous to you, my friend. Huge no floaties. Thanks you so much, Greg. Appreciate you, man. 12 months as a business class member. Guys, could we please get some love in chat for Greg? Thanks so much, Greg. Appreciate you, man. Big time. Winds are 230 at 7 knots. 230 at 7. So I guess we could take runway 18. That would probably make the most sense, right? 18 center. We could take 27, but nah, that would kind of mess everything up. All right, we're going to plan 18 center for the departure, chat. So let's go Memphis. Standard instrument departures. 18 center. We're planning for the Pipey 6, or the Pipe 6 departure, however you want to call it. Where is it? There it is. The Pipey 6 with the iBuffy transition. Good. And we'll go ahead and insert that. Wonderful. And then if we scroll down here all the way to Orlando and we check out the weather here in Orlando, fingers crossed that it's nice. Winds are 260 at 6. Few at 35. Actually not bad. Actually not bad. So we can take a look here. I think we want to plan 3-6 left for the arrival. No, I think there's only an RNAV arrival into there, so we may need to plan 3-6 right and then exit to the left. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go to approaches. We're going to go ILS 3-6 right. We'll pin that. Yeah, because there's only an RNAV into 3-6 left. So we'll go ILS 3-6 right. That makes sense with the winds, right? Yeah, 2-6. I mean, it's going to be a stiff crosswind no matter what. Maybe actually on the 18s would make a little bit more sense. What are they doing real life? Let's see what they're doing real life, chat. KMCO. What are you guys doing real life? Well, somebody just landed on... Is he departing or... No, yeah, he's departing. Okay, so they are departing out of the north. Which means that he's probably coming down in as well. Yeah, he's going to be in for the 3-6s or the 3-5s. Okay, well, that's what we're going to plan. Stiff crosswind, I mean, not that stiff, but a 6-knot crosswind is what we're planning. So we'll plan 3-6 right exactly the way that we have it planned. So we're going to go to stars. We're going to be on the Grinch 5, very fitting for the Christmas time. Grinch 5 with the Dida transition, good. And we're going, oops, I fucked up, chat. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to pick our runway first. We should know that by now. So we're going to plan for the ILS 3-6 right on the Grinch 5 with the... let's see the approach. Did I pin it? I did pin it. We want the tramp transition, and then we want Dida. There we go. Dida, Grinch 5, ILS 3-6 right, tramp transition. Insert that. Beautiful. Let's go to our flight plan. We'll scroll through. We'll make sure we don't have any discontinuities or anything like that, which we don't. Beautiful. Everything looks good there. I'm happy with that. Let's go back to our NitRef tab. Initial cost index will be 5 up to 330. Init B page should all be plugged in as well. Beautiful. Let's go to our takeoff and departure performance page. Let's come up here. We'll grab some performance data. We are planning to depart on 18 center. We're going to sync up our load sheets, sync up our weights and balances, and we'll go ahead and calculate our V speed. 61, 67, 68. So 161, 167, 168, beautiful, and then everything else looks good there. Clean speed 227 because we are a little bit beefy today. Let's go upstairs. We'll go ahead and spool up the APU so that that is ready to go. We're almost done the boarding process. We can head outside and see these guys doing their work. Thanks again, Greg, for the 1-year donation. Appreciate you, man. You getting sick? No, I just got back from walking Daisy. It's crazy, man. I think you'll get the RNAV 3.6 left. I don't think there's any ATC online, Will. As far as I'm checking right now, it doesn't look like there's any ATC online. So they're using 3.6 in Memphis IRL. You can check the real-world ATIS in Navigraph. Yeah, I don't know why they would be doing that, though, to be honest with you. Winds are 260. Nope, that's wrong airport. Winds are 230 at 7 knots. So that's a 7-knot tailwind versus a 7-knot quartering crosswind. So I'm going to take 18 center. I really don't care. Again, both airports, they probably should be running the other ops. I'm not quite sure why they're running north ops today, unless they just haven't switched over yet or anything like that. But yeah, seems a little bit weird. A little bit weird that they're not running like the south ops. They definitely both should be running south ops. They're using 3.6 Memphis IRL. Sorry, got that one yet. The A300 may get a Luton A300 C4. Cool. Probably the wind will change soon and it's not worth the change of ops. No. Gab, every time I use an iniBuilds airport, it's laggy. Do you know what causes that? Well, in the iniBuilds launcher, do you have all the options turned on? Try and turn off, like, animated interiors and that type of stuff. It should help with performance quite a bit, actually. Yeah. Looks like he's departing on runway 27. He didn't care. He's out of here. Which honestly isn't a bad idea. We may actually depart on 27, chat. Why the hell don't we do that? Let's go to our flight plan. Let's go to Memphis. Let's just depart 27. Who cares? There's no ATC online. We can do whatever the hell we want, right? Runway 27 on the Pipe 5 departure. There it is. And the iBuffy transition. And we'll insert that. Sure. There we go. We do whatever the hell we want, chat. All right? And if we pull up the Pipe 6, Pipe whatever, 5 departure, runway heading 273, and then it's going to be a radar vector out towards BB. We'll just go like that, and then a right turn out towards BB. Cool. Perfect. I'm happy with that. No problems there. Hey, Cam, can't stay long. Just want to pop in and say Happy New Year. Same to you, my friend. Hello, Cam. Hello, chat. Wish all of you a Happy New Year. Natural Born Killer, good to see you, man. Thanks so much. Hey, Cam, having a problem with GSX. Whenever I try to open it, it says the airport is disabled by user settings. Maybe you know why. I have no clue. Airport is disabled by user settings. I don't know what would be causing that. Have you checked the forums? Have you checked the FSDT forums or something like that? You may be able to show up in there. All right, we're almost ready to push ourselves back here, chat. Still boarding up, but we can jump inside the aircraft. There's a couple things we can start finishing now. So we do have APU on, so we'll get our external power to the off position. Get our APU bleed system turned on. We'll flip over our APU gen as well. Everything looks good there. Nav and logo lights can come on. That's all good. That's all set there. That's beautiful. Good. And then we're just waiting for the rest of the cargo to get loaded up. Looks like these guys are done now. That door's closing. Beautiful. I don't know, Birdie. I'm starting to get some gray too, man. What are you flying tomorrow, and Happy New Year's, everyone? Next stream for me is Thursday. So there is no live stream tomorrow. There is no live stream Tuesday. There is no live stream on Wednesday. The next live stream for me will be Thursday. I've gone, I barely took any vacation time throughout all of this Christmas. It's been go, 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 go for me over the past about 2 weeks. So I'm going to take a couple days, kind of, you know, give my voice box a little bit of a break, and just kind of recharge the batteries when it comes to the A300 and Microsoft Flight Sim. So going to be taking the next couple days off, man. Hang out with some friends and family and stuff like that. Ground equipment, let's go and close our left main door. Beautiful. And with that, we are done boarding, chat. Let's prepare for pushback and departure. Good. Upstairs, that's all good. Let's get these guys on here as well. Beautiful, looking good. Let's go into our takeoff and approach. Good. So we've got 160. Oops, let me go to ground services. Can we arm all doors? Okay, good. Performance, and it was 58 on the flex temp and 168 on our V2 speed. So we're going to go 168. We're going to pre-select it. There's pre-select 168, and then we're going to go 240 for our climb initially. 240 is good, and then we're going to go cruise altitude. We're just going up to 33,000 feet. Again, no ATC online, so we can be nice, lazy pilots. And then we're going to bug up our runway heading, which is going to be 270.
Departure checks completed.
Good.
Bypass pin inserted.
Cool. Happy with all of that. That is looking good. You're going on, set to -5. Constraints are going on. You're getting pinned. We need to go standard barrel 3010 today out of here. And then we need a flex temp. What was our flex temp? 58? 58 on the flex temp. I got 58 on the flex. There we go. Beautiful. Looking good. Cool. Sweet. We're good to go. Upstairs, bleed system's on. Let's go and get the fuel pumps on. Good. Let's make sure that our red beacon light is on and our seatbelt signs are on as well. Good. Looking great, chat. Ready to go. Dogwood, thanks for your subscription, my friend. Appreciate you. Huge no floaties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. Appreciate it. It was going to kick out of people asking Captain Canada, Captain for tech support. I mean, I do my best, dude. I do my best. I don't think that everybody realizes, though, it's very difficult while live streaming to give like one-on-one tech support. As much as I would love to, it makes it a little bit difficult to do like one-on-one tech support while streaming. Like, if you guys are having trouble, or if you're having issues with your sim, you can always send me a message on Discord. Might be a little bit easier for me to, like, you know, take some time on Discord and explain how some things work, or send you to links, or send you to certain places, right? But hey man, I get it. I'm live all the time. It does make sense for somebody to come in and ask a question. I have no problem with that either, but it is what it is. Cap, do you expect iniBuilds to improve the A300's ground effect, or is it something that Asobo has to work on? I don't know, Felix. I really don't know. I think it's probably just something that we have to get used to as pilots flying this aircraft. I think once we've had this aircraft for a week or two and we've got, you know, 15, 20, 30 landings under our belt, I think it'll be a lot easier and we'll kind of understand exactly how to do it. It does feel different, though. I will say that it is one of the more unique flight models I think that I've flown in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So Cap, FrameJet mod is causing a lot of menu ghosting and lag. The cameras will also suffer from stuttering. Any ideas on how to fix this? Turn some of your settings down. If you're running a 2000 series graphics card, put your settings to like medium. A lot of the time it's because you're running out of VRAM. That's what causes those issues. So you have to turn some settings down. You may be getting better performance, but you got to turn some settings down. Matthew, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. I was trying to change my main cam views in the PMDG 737-800, but it always spawns me in the aircraft. Is that something that can't be done with the PMDG? No, you can set your own custom views for the PMDG. Yeah. boy, we've got an aircraft right in front of us.
Unlocking gear.
Let's go ahead and start engine number 1. Remember, guys, we should always try and avoid pushing back at the exact same time. That would usually make things a little bit easier. I know everybody wants to fly all at the same time and fly together, but if we all take our time and just push back accordingly, I promise you it actually goes a lot quicker than everybody pushing back at the exact same time. We'll introduce fuel number 1. An unexpected error has occurred. Very weird, Natural Born Keeler. Is that through YouTube or through Streamlabs? How to get the V-Pilot to show the A300 liveries? You said IVAO. Yes. Go to the IVAO website, download their model matching, and then just select the A300. It's going to give you a list of all the aircraft that you can install. Just choose the A300. Yeah. Keep getting ghosting, and I use a 4080. Weirdly. I mean, you wouldn't have to use the mod. You have frame gen built in, but... He got back in front. Sorry for bumping into you. Yeah, that's okay, man. Like I mentioned, though, dude, please, please, please do your best. I don't care if you push before me, push after me, but we really got to try our best not to push at the same time because it just creates a clusterfuck, dude. So do your best. Push right before me so that I can look out and see you. When I started my pushback, you were still parked at the stand. You hadn't moved yet, so that's why I started my pushback. But yeah, if we could just remember that for next time, guys, it just makes everybody's life so much easier. The controllers, ours, everything. It just becomes much easier if we all do that. Trim value is 0. There is no trim today, so that's good. We'll just put this all the way down to 0. Good, beautiful. Let's go ahead and arm nav. We're going to arm profile. Actually, we're going to be heading select. Take you off nav. We're going to go heading select, profile, and that is all good there. Beautiful. Let's do our takeoff config test. Actually, nope, sorry, I forgot the probe heat. We're just going to get a warning. APU bleed system comes off. Engine start switches to continuous. APU comes off. We'll go to Gen 2 and BAT 2. Everything looks good up there. We'll go and get our nose light over. Good. And then we'll do our takeoff config test. Takeoff config test is normal. No alarms. Park brake is off. Let's get her taxiing so everybody can get out of here. In other words, don't get front. No, dude, you can do whatever you want, man. I do not care. Please don't take that the wrong way. If you want to push back before me, in front of me, do whatever you can. It's when we push back at the same time. That's when it's just silly. You have 6 airplanes in a row, or 3 airplanes, or 4 airplanes in a row, and everybody pushes back at the same time. We're all just going to be sitting there for, 10-15 minutes as everybody gets their clearances and stuff. So is profile the same as VNAV climb? Kind of, yes. This airplane will not do restrictions in the climb, though, so you have to be very careful. If you're on a standard instrument departure and there are restrictions, you have to limit your altitude. You can keep it in profile climb, but you need to limit your altitude because it'll just blow right through those limits. But yes, essentially it is the same as a VNAV climb, VNAV descent. Yes, it is the same. However, the A300 better than the 310? I would think so. Mathis, yes, I think so. We're actually departing on 27 today, David. Nice and easy for us cargo boys. Runway 27, and it's right here for our taxi. It's a very nice short little taxi. Don't forget to take down the Christmas lights after the stream. Yes, Thursday stream Christmas lights will be gone. He's lining up runway 27, or should be. Is the 777 supposed to go into beta testing soon? It already is in beta testing. According to PMDG, it is in beta testing already. JJ, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. .927 is rarely used. If there's a hard enough crosswind, it's the only time that they'll use it. Yeah, I think we just had a bunch of cargo. Like, there's a bunch of people flying down to Orlando with me. So I think it just made sense for us to all jump out of runway runway 27, we're all like parked right up here. There's already a bunch of people that have already left. So it made sense for us to all just jump out of here. Haven't used Cap, much love. Thanks, JJ. I already got you. Thank you, man. Does IVAO file override the FSLTL file? Sorry for the repeat question. Well, you have to choose, right? So I don't know if you're familiar with installing packs, but you have to go to your settings, and you need to go to your model matching, and then you need to go to your custom rules, and then you put the IVAO VMR above the FSLTL VMR. Now, I have only tested this by downloading the A300s. I'm not telling you to download all of the models through IVAO. Just download the A300. That's really the only model that FSLTL is missing. And to be fair, I'm sure now with the release of the A300, FSLTL is going to add an A300 into there, but yet that's all you have to do. If you're unfamiliar with that, there's a ton of Google tutorials. There's a bunch of stuff that you can watch that'll definitely help out with that. Okay, all of that's on, all of that is good, beautiful. Finally figured out the FMC last night, how to get the plane to follow the blue descent profile. Nice. Yeah, you just have to push down arrow, put it into profile mode. See how we've got like profile climb armed here? That's exactly what you want to see. Still no donations possible. I'm not sure, Natural Born Killer. I don't know, man. We had Joe come in with a donation earlier today, so maybe it's something on your YouTube Ed. I'm not sure. If you do want to throw a donation, there should be a link down there for PayPal, Streamlabs. You can do that. Michael, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. I did have auto ATC, and I should be squawking 1573. 1573. That's by auto ATC. I don't know if you guys have seen that lately, but when there's no controller online, it'll give you a squawk code when you log in. Let you know. CHLM coming in with a gifted membership. Huge enough floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind, man. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. We just had a departure out of there on the 1/8s. Do you recommend the Memphis scenery? If you like doing cargo ops, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, looks like Memphis Center just came on. Okay, 1573 is squawking. Okay. We need to tune to Memphis Center now on 13255. 13255. We'll tune to him. Memphis Center, hello. FedEx 993 is on runway 27. Center, good afternoon. FedEx 993 is on runway 27. Maybe he wasn't ready.
Runway Center, good afternoon. FedEx 466 Heavy, flight level 440.
How'd you get that auto ATC? It should happen all the time now when you jump on VATSIM when there's no...
Attention aircraft on frequency, Memphis Center, radio check.
5x5.
Thank you very much.
Just calling you up. It was FedEx 993. We're on runway 27, holding for departure.
Excellent. FedEx 993, Memphis Center, give me just a moment. I'll get back with you.
Natural Born
Love
Keeler.
to see your stream today.
Hey.
Have a great new year.
Thank you for your support. Appreciate you, man. Natural Born Keeler. Good to see you in chat as well, my friend. Thank you for the $10 donation. Huge enough floaties to you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind, dude. Appreciate that.
So I'm going to kind of do things in an order here to get things situated. Let's see, FedEx 993 on departure, turn left, heading 180, wind 2407, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Alright, on departure, heading 18027, cleared for takeoff. FedEx 993, thanks. Alright, cool. Yo, cam's going on. Enjoy the departure, my friends. Sounds are coming up. Let's get it. Samuel, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Says last toga of 2023. You are correct, my friend. Throttles are up to 40%. Chrono's on. Toga. Slight nose down pressure on the yoke. There she goes. Took a power set.
66 Memphis Center. Hello. Left turn at direct.
Airspeed is alive.
Direct baby and 16,000. FedEx 166.
FedEx 166, maintain 250 knots or greater in the climb.
100 knots, we're neutral.
FedEx 166. FedEx 505, taxi to
FedEx 505, Memphis Center, good morning. Hold your orientation.
V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gears going up.
Last toga of 2023.
Got that right, Samuel. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you for the support, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, we're going to go left heading 180.
Semi-go backwards, hit. FedEx 993, Memphis departure, radar contact, altitude.
Passing through 1900, FedEx 993.
FedEx 993, thank you. For now, call maintain 15,000, direct baby.
15,000 direct baby for FedEx 993. All right, let's go flaps up.
FedEx 58,
We're going to get 180 on the heading first, and then we'll go direct to baby. Okay, so there's 180 on the heading. Beautiful. A little bit of down trim so it doesn't run away on us. Wonderful. Let's come down here to the FMC. We're going to go direct to. We're going to go direct to baby. We'll insert that. Good. We'll flip this back over to nav track. Wonderful. And there we go. We are back on nav track. Direct baby. Baby. And there we have it. All right, gears coming off. Ground spoilers disarmed. Nose light. Runway turn-offs. And wing lights are all off. If there's 220 knots, we can go slats retracted. I love the workload of this aircraft. So much to do after departure. Alrighty, there we go. And we're going to go to profile climb mode now.
Southwest 3780, Memphis Center, good morning, radar contact, send via the Chesney to arrival.
Beautiful, we're now in profile mode.
For you for now, the Nashville altimeter 3005. Okay, Chesney to arrival.
How do you get to generate the VMR file through vPilot? You have to download that, flightsim.to. Flightsim.to, Christian. Give me a second, I'll provide you with a link, man. Right, coming up on 7,000 feet, autopilot's going on, up into the flight deck. Beautiful, let's get some wing departures. Look at that, chat. What monitor am I using? Exclamation point monitor in chat. What FOV do I have in the settings? I don't think you choose your FOV, do you? Can you choose FOV? What is the FOV?
For now, do not exceed 250 knots in the climb.
So is that for FedEx 993?
Yep, FedEx 993, just don't exceed 250 knots in the climb for sequence.
Do not exceed 250, no problem, FedEx 993.
Thanks.
I don't think you have like does it show you like an FOV? I don't think you have an FOV.
FedEx 466, what was the
zoom level 50% maybe? I don't know, is that what you're asking for? The zoom level 50%, I think, maybe? Let me get that link for
Memphis Center, American 5156 with you, flight level 40,000.
Oh, there's our first with you of the day, chat.
American 5156, Memphis Center, good afternoon. Radar contact.
With you.
Memphis Center, FedEx 1004, still holding short runway 27 Memphis.
Alright, let's see here. FedEx, who's first to land there?
Christian, here you go. Here's the link to the VMR file that you need to place in there.
FedEx 1004, check your squawk codes, squawk 5612, runway 27, line up and wait.
Alright, we're through 10,000 feet. We're keeping our speed at 250 though, as requested by the controller, but we'll get our landing lights off and our ignition start switches, as well as our seatbelt signs. Looking good, and we're going to keep 250 for them, as requested by the controller, for spacing.
We are climbing to Mach 72.
Alright, what's going to be your cruise mark?
We are...
Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Looking for 300 likes today. I know it's going to be a shorter than normal stream as we only have one leg today, but are you doing maintenance on this aircraft? Yeah, I have it set to realistic though, so probably won't need to do maintenance for the first probably 50 flights or so, right, Cav?
Thank you.
Andreas Skywolf, good to see you. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well.
FedEx 358 Memphis, are you here?
We are here, FedEx 60.
So that buzzsaw.
FedEx
So
358,
good.
I'm not showing a flight plan. If you could just refile that, that'd be great. Thanks.
Did you fly this aircraft with the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing yoke? Yes.
FedEx 993. Sorry, I'll have higher in a moment. It's just gonna be, you're gonna level at 15. I'll have higher in a bit.
No problem, FedEx 993.
So the 2151 Memphis, are you here?
There's our level off at 15,000.
Good afternoon, Delta 8959 Heavy, checking your space shortly from the...
Have a good flight into the new year.
August, thanks so much, my friend. Appreciate you. Huge enough floaties. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good afternoon.
Incredibly kind, my friend. Thanks so much. Igor, good to see you as well, man. So just download that, extract it, save it anywhere, then pick it from the custom rule set. That easy. You got it. And just make sure it's above FSLTL.
FedEx 1004 departure planning 180.
Samuel, huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks so much for the gifted membership as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind, my friend. Appreciate that.
FedEx 505 running 27
Thanks so much.
behind the departing A300. Line up and wait.
I have made 37505.
He gives the freeware A320 any good? The fly-by-wire A320 Neo, yes, it's fantastic. Fantastic aircraft. Especially because it's free.
780, runway 36 center, taxi via Bravo Sierra, hold short, runway 36 center.
Where would you do the first flight when the PMDG 777 releases? Ooh, I don't know, man. We'd go and find the shortest 777 route.
What's going to be your Mach number?
Whatever the shortest 777 route, just so I can get used to it. I'm going to have to do lots of departures and
Hit
arrivals.
the like button. Captain gave us amazing streams. We're going to give some back.
Hey, thank you, man. Huge no floaties again to you, Natural Born Keeler, dropping another $10 donation. Incredibly kind, man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Doing this route via the banana ops right now. Ooh, we like the banana. The flying banana. Well, same with the green drink you used to consume, Athletic Greens.
So this 979, runway 36 left on a buoy.
Athletic Greens. BA does short hops in the Caribbean with the 777? Probably like repositioning flights and stuff maybe, right?
At a 2092 Memphis Center, radar contact. Southwest 979, RNF Jacks, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff.
RNF to Jacks, let's say that's all the stuff right now.
FedEx 505, aircraft departing, going to be departing 36 left, you're up next.
We're going to have a nice tailwind as soon as we make this left turn at
993, call maintain,
Buffy.
Papa 330, thanks for the wait.
I maintain 330. Do you want us at 250 or can we continue manage speed?
Yeah, that's FedEx 993, let's do this, 250 for now, I'll have faster in about 15 miles or so.
250 for now. We'll let you know for higher. Thanks. FedEx 993. Air Canada delivery flight from Payne Field. That could be a cool one. Yeah. Where do they deliver them to? Calgary? Vancouver? All right, we're going to flip back on level change because he wants us at 250. So we're going to go level change, 250, 33,000 feet is plugged in. Aircraft is now climbing. Engines are spooling back up, and there we go. He kept, when taxiing my A300, my turning radius is really short. Is that a bug? No. What you need to do is you need to go into the tablet. You need to go to the settings tab, and you need to do rudder controls tiller, yes. Auto tiller disconnect, yes. Meaning, when the nose wheel is off the ground, your rudder pedals are going to act as a rudder. When your nose wheel is on the ground, your rudder is going to act as a tiller. That's what that means. So make sure that your rudder control tiller is yes, and then auto tiller disconnect yes as well. That way you don't have to like remember to look down here, and I don't even know where the tiller disconnect button is. Somewhere down here, but yes, you want to do that. Cap, deleted my shader cache again this morning. It always gives me better FPS for about a week, and then I delete it again. Yeah, it can work.
FedEx 120, Memphis Center, runway 2.
Got to restart my nav, didn't work, and having some stuttering.
Victor 120.
ECAP, have you tried the dynamic LOD mod? It makes the sim even more stutter-free, paired with frame gen. I have seen it, Mustafa. I haven't, I don't know. Something about at cruise altitude, it brings your terrain level of detail up to like 400, and then when you descend, it brings it back lower again or something, or the other way around. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to be a return leg? No, unfortunately not, Jack. Not today, man. Cap, when do you think we'll get our hands on the PMDD 777? Yeah, towards the end of January, early February. Resume normal speed, FedEx 993, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, normal speed, so we go back into profile mode. Speed's going to spool up. We are through 18,000 feet, so we'll go standard barrel pressure. Looking good. Happy New Year, Captain. Enjoyed flying with you yesterday. Back to Lowell. Went to Lowell.
I'm sorry, FedEx 412, maintain Mach 0.81 or greater.
Not a cloud in the sky here today, chat.
FedEx 412.
Kind of a stark difference to what it has been the last couple days. Birdie, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Happy New Year's Eve, and hope you're having a good afternoon, mate.
I'm sorry, what was the request?
My eyeballs itchy, chat.
350 for 83.
Number 774 Uniform Alphas United 777 that does short hops here and there in the U.S. It's currently doing Denver to ORD right now. It's not a bad one. That's like, what, 2 hours? 2 and a bit? Billy, what's up, man? All the way from the UK. Good to see you, dude.
American 781.
How has the A300 been? A lot of fun. A lot of fun. I have to say I love this bird. Had serious FOMO when I installed it and did not see the Fally blocks on my EFB. Yeah. My guess is that was probably something for the beta testers to kind of play around with.
American 781, that's all static. I'm not getting
And that's my guess. I don't know if they plan on bringing it back, Andy, but my guess is it was probably something for the beta testers to kind of just mess around with as they were flying the airplane, you know?
916, Mike 126 authority.
Got that right, Kev. Is the A300 more difficult to start than the A320? Yeah, there's a few more steps to it. A few more steps to this aircraft, that's for sure.
FedEx 916, Memphis Center, good afternoon. Where are you located?
Everything is good upstairs.
36 left.
We're looking good. We're pressurizing.
FedEx 916, let's see.
Bring some of these temps down here a little bit.
36 left, clear for takeoff.
Copy wind, RNAV slow.
Go.
6 left, clear takeoff. FedEx
Good.
916. American 781, are you getting voice now?
There we are. Looking all purdy.
All right, well, if you can hear me, American
Cap, are you able
781,
to fly the pre-release version of the 777? Probably not, Felix. No, I don't have any contacts at PMDG. I have tried to send messages to both Robert Randazzo, a few of the other developers, and I have not received any response on the PMDG forums. So I've tried to reach out to them. I've tried to explain. I've tried to ask if I would be part of the process. I didn't ask for like beta testing or anything, but
FedEx
yeah.
993, what's going to be your Mach number in the transition?
Transition, I believe Mach number is going to be Mach 77 for climb, 79 for cruise.
Awesome, thanks.
All right,
FedEx
77
166,
on
maintain
climb.
Mach 0.79er or greater in the transition.
Beautiful. Do you know the movie Castaway in the beginning of the FedEx plane is an A300? Yeah, I saw that, JJ. Pretty cool, man. Yeah. Can't wait to get back in the sim to fly this bird. She is nice. She is nice, that's for sure, man. Sounds are so low in this plane. I mean, once you get above a certain altitude, yes. Hello, super happy now. Currently in Denver on vacation. I landed around 5 hours ago on a Frontier Airlines. Very cool, Chris. Hope you enjoy your vacation, man.
554 505.
FedEx 505, thanks. Comma maintain level 1. I'm sorry, comma maintain 16,000.
If you're looking for a short route, if we get a 777 freighter, they used Memphis to Indianapolis. That'd be a good one. That's like an hour flight, too. It's perfect.
36 center, line up and wait. FedEx 78.
That would be perfect, my friend.
Center, FedEx 104, can we get higher?
Sorry, that was unreadable. Say that again.
Can FedEx 104 get higher?
Yep, FedEx 1004, comma maintain level 330.
330, FedEx 104.
Beautiful looking airplane. And she should be climbing. We are climbing now. up to through 250.
And Memphis Center, Southwest.
If we look at our progress, you can see here our maximum altitude is 35,400, our optimum is 32,300, sorry, 700, and we're climbing flight level 330, so we're going up to 33,000 feet. And we should have a nice tailwind, 55 knot tailwind right now. And we should actually have that for most of our flight, to be honest with you. Should be staying on that tailwind for quite a while.
Memphis departure, FedEx.
Quite a while.
1,000 for 5,000, RNS one.
Oh, he didn't say with you.
FedEx 916 departure. Good afternoon, radar contact. Call 1916,000.
Did you get some coffee this morning? I don't drink coffee. No coffee, man. Also, very curious when the Airsoft 330 will release. Looked very promising from the screenshots we were presented. EFB should also be great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that aircraft, Felix. It was scheduled to release, like, I think at the end of summer and then in the fall, and I don't know, dude. I do not know what's going on with that aircraft. Yeah.
United 83's Lima airspace to the east. Atlanta's offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. G'day.
Let me get 777-300, but I don't think I have time for long haul, so I might just do some cargo cops using the 777F. 777 is what I love. To fly as a pilot, beautiful aircraft it is, Billy. Yeah. I just really want that A321 from Phoenix. Sounds like fun. Oh, man. Absolutely. I'm drinking coffee on Cap's behalf. Totally wired right now. Jesus. Nope. Excuse me. No coffee for me. I had to do a radio check on VATSIM last night, and I thought about you. My mic wasn't all the way plugged in. Uh-oh. You know how we like those radio checks.
2322 heavy, Memphis Center.
Seems like Airsoft is in a downward tailspin. I don't think so, Nick.
2322 heavy, descend via the Swift.
Here's the thing, Nick. If they didn't get that grant from the German government, I absolutely think that they would be DOA. They would be. This would probably be the last release that we would see from Airsoft. But because they got all that money from the German government as a grant to develop the aircraft that they're developing,
FedEx 2322, that'll be with.
They're not going anywhere, dude. They don't even really need our money. You know, they got a ton of money, dude. How much did they end up getting, chat? What was it, like over $250,000 or something like that? Tax-free money from the German government to develop these aircraft. So yeah, if they didn't get the grant from the German government, absolutely they were gone. They're probably not. Yeah.
Transponder squawk 4534.
Takeoff Flight 24 and the MNG MB 723 at Luton is still showing schedule for departure isn't confirmed.
FedEx 120 short of 27.
I saw that Fly Tampa said that Toronto has a massive update for early next year. Can't wait to see what it would be. Awesome news. Great news. Good to hear. I approve of spending taxpayer money on this. Nice. Hello from a German controller. Albatross, good to see you, man.
407, alright, 36 center, clear for takeoff.
36 center, clear for takeoff.
Happy New Year in advance, Cap. Same to you. Izu, good to see you, man.
FedEx 505, if I didn't already, call maintain level 330.
Someone explain how my GPU is 10 degrees cooler with frame gen mod versus no mod.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the last part. Say again.
Frame gen, man. I want to do some snow freezing cold DHL ops. Oh, baby. Gap, you need to start that EG1 sponsorship. Seems like a lot of channels are getting them. Maybe. I don't know. You have to remember, man, there's a channel with like 75,000 subscribers. We're not quite at that. I feel like most companies are looking for that minimum 100K. 100K, 150K, that's when you start getting like all of those sponsorships and stuff like that. It's still difficult when we're sitting at 75K. What plane is Aerosoft developing with all that money?
FedEx 33, runway 27.
They have the A330, which they're doing, and I think they're getting an A321 Neo or an A330 Neo or something like that. I think they have to do. I don't know. Flight Tampa also has a big secret project they're working on in another scenery. Awesome news. Just loaded up and they still show up as MD-11s. Not sure what I did wrong. So Christian, on the IVAO downloader, did you download the A300 models? You have to download like DHL, FedEx, UPS. You actually have to go through and look at all the A300 models and download them. then you should see something that goes in your community folder. So you should have something at the top of your community folder that says IVAO, what does it say? IVAO _MTL.
780, thanks. Call maintain 16000.
And then you need to make sure that you installed the VMR file correctly.
FedEx 680, recycle transponder.
Is this version 1.01? Yes, correct. I need a good CTP plane if you think the 777 will be out by then. When's the next CTP?
Contact Nashville approach 119.35.
119.35, thank you.
When is the next cross the pond? That would be my next question.
FedEx 166, Atlanta Center's offline. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved.
Did an all VOR flight today. A lot of fun. Keeps you busy. Oh, keeps you big time busy. Yeah. Mid-April? Yeah, it should be out by then for sure. I think we're going to have a lot of planes out by mid-April, man.
FedEx 166.
72092, Kansas City's offline. Radar service is terminated.
How crazy is the Phoenix Discord this weekend and today? I bet the Phoenix Discord is going absolutely nuts because they still don't have... They still don't have the aircraft released. Dan, same to you, my friend. Same to you, man. I'm a bit frustrated with the A330 delays. However, one of the biggest German-speaking aviation YouTuber streamers, real world, Lufthansa A320 captain and former A330 pilot is now also working on it. Well, there you go.
We are at Mach .79.
FedEx 1004, thanks. Maintain Mach .79 in the cruise.
Maintain Mach .79 in the cruise, FedEx 1004.
I believe we just hit our cruise altitude of 330. I saw the plane pitch over a little bit. There it goes, 330. And then what we'll do is we'll come back to our NITREF, and we're going to throw in our cost index of 55, which will then give us a cruise speed of Mach .79. There she goes, Mach 79.
Departure, turn left heading 180, we're on runway 27, clear for takeoff.
On departure, left 18027, clear for takeoff, FedEx 120.
And we're on our way, chat.
FedEx 2322, if I didn't already, national.
Look at that ground speed. Ooh-wee. Ground speed going up. We haven't seen ground speed like that in a while. We've been flying with a lot of headwinds lately. So to see a little bit of tailwind now, quite nice. We're probably going to be up to close to like 530 here once we get our cruise Mach. There it is right there, about 979. The IVAO pilot client? No, you just want the model matching. I think it's this one right here. I'll put it in chat for you.
9, Mike, hold short runway 27.
You need that one. This plane's so quiet, especially at cruise altitude, yes. 527 knots across the ground.
Which runway can we be expecting for today's departure?
Wait, the Phoenix bot? Phoenix made a dedicated bot for when people ask when Block 2 is coming. Oh boy. That's the state that their Discord is in right now. Not fun. I think very many lessons were learned on Phoenix's behalf.
780, climb and maintain level 310 now.
How to disable third-party jetways in GSX. Open up the GSX installer that's on your desktop, and then click on GSX, go to configure, and then disable third-party jetways. If you're really stuck, Karsten, go over to YouTube. There's tons of tutorials. Tons of tutorials up there. I'm sorry, I think I missed that. That was for 993 again?
Yeah, no worries. Lima State to Southeast Atlanta's operator services terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good afternoon.
You as well, man. Thanks for jumping on, giving us ATC. Really do appreciate it. Hope you have a great new year, and we'll, especially with this aircraft out now, we should get many flights out of Memphis. See you, dude.
Heck yeah, we'll talk to you later.
All right, over to Unicom 122.8. Wonderful. Great service out of Memphis, as per usual. We like when we get ATC. I've heard on the record, transatlantic crossing, they got a ground speed of 665 knots. That's crazy. That is crazy. Imagine having to fly back against that, though. Such a short time on the way there, but then on the way back, you're just getting absolutely slammed. Cap, check the Discord real quick for another link to the VMR. The one I sent you can bug out for some people. Okay. I think this is the original one that I was using way back in the day. But here you go, chat. Here's another link for it. Yeah, you can post it in the Discord. The Microsoft Flight Simulator section, Microsoft Help section or something. That would be great. What's going on with the Phoenix, if you don't mind going into it? I mean, I don't know much about it. I don't really follow it, Conrad. I kind of stay away from that stuff. But basically what happened was Phoenix came out and said, hey guys, we've got Block 2 with IAE engines, Sharklets, and A319 and A321 coming before the end of the year. And then they actually went, they were super, they actually went and said that Block 2 with the IAE engines was going to be coming before the A319 and the 321, and then they blew through that release date. They completely missed the release date of the IAE engines, and then again now here we are at the end of the year. They said we would have the IAE engines, the 321 and the 319 out before the end of the year, and we don't have anything. And they're the ones that announced this, and they announced this like, I don't know, 3 months ago that it was going to release, so they're about 3 months late, and I don't know. They've kind of just left everybody to kind of just fend for themselves and to hang dry, right? Like, we don't really, they haven't provided any more information. There is information up on their Discord if you want to learn more about what's causing the delays and stuff like that. There are some stuff on the there is some stuff in their Discord that explains what's going on and what happened, but at the same time, it's like, you know, something major must have happened. If internally they were okay and they had a release date internally and they shared that with the public, and then to go back on it and to be like 3 months, you know, 3 months delayed now is kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. They announced it in August. There you go. They hyped the hell out of this. Actually, now they're dark. Well, like, I think they're just sick and tired, right? Because obviously, like I think we're all pretty smart. We could, like, if the aircraft was ready, it would be released, right? It's not like they're like holding it, snickering, going, we're not ever going to release this to the community. Like, no, they want money. They want to be able to fund future projects for the company. I'm sure of it. So clearly something has gone wrong majorly. There's a bug. There's something has been brought forward either through beta testing or through internal testing that has discovered that something is not okay with the aircraft. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of speculation that it's because they're bringing their own engine model to the simulator, that's what's causing the issues, and like it's just not working correctly. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's one of those weird things where, like I said, it's very rare that you get a company that comes out and says, okay, this is the release date for our project, this is when this is coming out, and this is when this is coming out. And then when that time comes, didn't they push it back by a month? So when the release date finally came, they weren't ready. They said, okay, we need 1 more month. So everybody gave them 1 more month, and then that came and gone, and they just basically put out a statement saying, we're not ready. So, I don't know. I've heard from some friends that the autopilot on this aircraft is very buggy. Is this true? If you know how to use it, Jeff, it's not. My guess is the friends, and no disrespect to your friends or whoever you've heard this from, my guess is they don't completely understand how to use the aircraft. No, it is not buggy at all. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. You have to be very assertive, though. It is a very old autopilot, right, Jeff? So sometimes the VNAV is going to get out of sync. There's certain things with the aircraft that is modeled extremely well. It's a very old, very basic autopilot system. It's not like an A320 or a 737, right? It's just, it's not. So, once you figure out how to work the autopilot and how to do everything correctly, it does everything that it's supposed to do. Yeah. Any news on the Phoenix? Nope, not that I've heard. Again, join their Discord. If you want like up-to-date information, join the Discord. Phoenix has a Discord that you can join in. Are you eating anything special tonight? We're just doing a charcuterie, man. We're going to get a bunch of nice fancy cheeses and fine meats and some nice fruit and, yeah, some good crackers. I don't drink. The fiance doesn't drink, so we won't be doing many of that. They said the reason for the V2 postponement was to protect their A319 and 321 timeline, and then they also, the latest information they provided on this topic. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird, Roy. That is very weird. Do you think Aerosoft will ever release the 330? Yeah, I will, Paul. Simply because they've got the German government now. I don't know if you knew this, Paul, but they got over $250,000 from the German government to develop these aircraft. Tax-free money, too. Tax-free money to develop these aircraft. So, yes, it eventually will come out. Yeah. Cap, I was trying to search for a good scenery for MCO. Which is the best to buy? Probably the one that I'm using. Exclamation point scenery. Taxi to gate. What are you token on today? Which one is this? I don't know which one this is. It was something. I don't know. It's pretty good. Harsh, though. Well, Phoenix said the A319 and the A321 were coming by the end of the year. That's today. Hey, Gap, Happy New Year to you and your family. Enjoy the farm tonight. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it. Cat, I'm in the PMDG 737-800. I can never reach my waypoint targets, and I have to do a missed approach a few times. Would I have to engage vertical speed to go down quicker? You should just go in managed mode, Mike. Something tells me you're not flying the aircraft properly. Are you putting in a cost index and a cruise altitude in the init ref settings? Another, for the aircraft to descend properly and on path, you need to set a cost index and a cruise altitude. Oh, yeah. Aerosoft is going to receive 459 pounds from the time over the time period between the 1st of March 2023 and the last of February 2023 or 2024. So there you go. So they're already getting money. I can see iniBuilds bringing their A350 and A380 out before Aerosoft brings the 330. I don't know about that one. I think we're going to be close. I think personally, Lee, that the A330 is close. I think what was going to happen with Aerosoft, and I don't know, this is pure speculation, but just knowing how Aerosoft works and how the industry kind of works, my guess is that Aerosoft wanted to release this aircraft probably 4 or 5 months ago, and they reached an internal dilemma, and that's actually what caused Mathis. I don't know if any of you, he's been with Aerosoft for like, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 years, right? The guy is literally the face of the Aerosoft forums. He was the project lead on almost all of the major projects at Aerosoft. He ended up leaving. And I think what happened was that, again, internally, Aerosoft wanted to release the A330, but they wanted to release it probably filled with bugs, probably with a non-functioning VNAV, LNAV, profile, whatever it was, right? And I think that's what caused like an uproar. And then you have Mathis, who left, who again had been with Aerosoft for years and years and years, leaves the team and goes to arguably one of the most reputable aircraft developers in PMDG, right? So, in my opinion, Aerosoft wanted to release the airplane. Mathis and probably others, there was a conflict of interest, and they said, listen, we cannot, with the likes of Phoenix, with the likes of iniBuilds, with the likes of PMDG, we cannot ship this aircraft in its current state. And I think that's what caused a whole uproar. And I think that they needed to, once Mathis left, they probably took everything and they went probably big picture mode, and they probably looked at it and they said, you know what? He's right. With the likes of all these other developers out there, there's really no space. Do we want to become and I think that's what the problem was with Aerosoft, is they basically said, do we want to become a Latin VFR? Do we want to become a Captain Sim? Do we want to become a BREDOC? You know, that's where I honestly think that, and that's why I think we don't have the A330, is because Aerosoft actually has a name, and especially now that they have the grants from the government, they have the money. There's no excuse at this point to not hire the proper people who can solve this problem, who can code an FMC, who can code a VNAV and LNAV, right? Like there's no excuse now from Aerosoft to not be able to hire the right people to do the job. So my guess is that's why there's been such a delay, is because they're actually going back and they're probably making everything functional. So as much as it does suck, I do agree. I would love to have an A330 in this simulator. I think that this was the best thing that could have happened for us as clients and people who are going to spend money on this aircraft. I'm really hoping that because they have the backing of the German government, that it's kind of kicked their ass in gear, and they've realized that, okay, we can't just put out another, you know, there's already enough Latin VFRs, Captain Sims, Breedocs, whatever, right? They're a dime a dozen. There's so many of them, man. There's so many shitty developers out there just looking for a handout, right? Trying to make a quick buck before this simulator, you know, before PMDG has all of their aircraft out, iniBuilds has aircraft out, Phoenix has more aircraft out, right? That's why you see just this mad bum rush by Latin VFR, Breedoc, Captain Sim to get all of this garbage out now while people are still starved for airplanes. Once we have, you know, the proper PMDGs, the proper Phoenixes, iniBuilds comes out with a lineup, airplanes like Breedoc and Captain Sim and Latin VFR, those are gone by the wayside, man. Nobody's going to give a shit about those airplanes, right? So that's why this simulator and the state that the sim is in right now, it's a pretty gnarly state. I'm not a huge fan of it. Now, this is a step in the right direction, right? We've got a lot of good coming. Again, iniBuilds A300 dropping. We know that we're probably close. You have to think we're close to getting the Phoenix A319, A321. I believe we're probably about a month or two away from getting the PMDG 777. I believe we're about a month or two away from getting the TFDI MD-11. There's so many good things, you know, so many good things. They actually have a dedicated website for the 330 and constant updates, so it's nice that we can see all the progress that they're doing and explaining. Yeah, Reed, though, to be honest with you, Reed, that website is kind of just, I don't know, it's almost a mockery if you actually look at it, Reed. Like, some of the stuff that they've been, like, updating on there and some of the things that they've been, like, telling us about, it's just stupid, you know what I mean? There's no need for that. Like, again, it just seems like a developer that's desperate to try and keep everybody's attention because they know that as every week goes by, every month goes by, somebody else is probably closer to pushing out an airplane that somebody's going to spend their money on, right? I mean, that's the big thing, is we've been starved for so long. I feel like now we're about to be spoiled with all these airplanes, but I think people are going to have to make a decision, right? Because not everybody's going to be able to afford a $70 and $80 airplane that comes out every couple of weeks, right? So will we see some CRJ ops again? We will, Kyle. Sometime in the new year, that aircraft is supposed to receive a major update. So as soon as we get the major update for the CRJ, we're going to definitely jump back in it and do some flights. In its current state, Kyle, the CRJ hasn't been updated in about a year and a half. I think we're about at a year and a half since it's received an update. It is extremely out of date. The flight model, the characteristics, the autopilot, the everything about it, it just needs a lot of work. So the developer Hans Hartmann, who made the ATR for Microsoft, has confirmed that he's been working on an update for months and months and months, and it should be available sometime in the new year, early new year. So that's another airplane to add to the list, you know? Exciting to be a simmer? It is. I think 2024 is going to finally pay off for those of us that have been patient. Keyword patient, because I know there's a lot of us that are like myself that just refuse to jump on the hype of the Captain Sim and the Latin VFR and the Breedoc. And you know what, man, listen, if you're somebody that has bought those aircraft, I don't like, I'm not going to think differently. Like, it's just, I feel that we're at such a weird state in this Microsoft world that people are willing to look past what they would normally say, you know, be like, absolutely not. Like, I've been in this hobby for long enough to know what I'm buying into, and I'm not doing this. The problem is when people buy Latin VFR airplanes or Captain Sim airplanes, all you're doing is funding future projects, right? That project's already done. So by you buying that 777 or you buying the A330 or you buying their A321 or you buying their A319, all you're doing is funding future products from them, which means that it's just going to be a continuous shit snowball rolling down the mountain, right? Where we're just getting constant garbage, shit, diarrhea, garbage, just nonstop. That's the problem with the Captain Sims and the Latin VFRs, and that's why it's, as much as I understand that there is a need and a want for the Xbox community, it's just going to be a downward spiral of garbage and shit. But hey, it is what it is. There's not much we can do. The only thing we can do is just fingers crossed and hope that the good quality add-ons that take months and months and months, you know what I mean? Like if you look at this whole delay from Phoenix now approaching 2 or 3 months, in that time frame, that's enough time frame for one of these developers like Captain Sim or Latin VFR to push out another airplane, right? Like that just gives you a perspective. Phoenix probably has this airplane. They're dealing with maybe a handful of bugs to get the aircraft working properly. And in the time that it gets them to squash 2, 3, 4, 5 bugs, another developer like Latin VFR, Captain Sim, Breedoc has made an entire airplane and has pushed it out to the community. That's what's disgusting. Whenever time comes, Air Canada 330 ops going to be amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Never paid for those garbage planes. I do like the Captain Sim and P3D though. They were different devs at the time. Yes, correct. I've heard good things about them back in the day. Yeah. Hoping for some Dash 8 news soon. Yes. I'd love to get some Dash 8 news in 2024. Absolutely. Personally, I'd rather wait a few extra months and purchase an unfinished product. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's becoming easier to be patient now that there's actually a lot of good planes in the sim. Yes and no. We still need a bunch, but yeah. When is top a drop? Good question. Probably coming up here in a couple 100 miles. Still don't see it on the PFD, so at least over 180 miles. If we look at our progress, we are 371 miles from the airport, so I would say probably in about 200 miles-ish, probably top of descent, something like that. It's about an hour and 30-minute flight. We've been airborne for an hour and 10 minutes. I'm surprised we don't have a top of descent yet. Must be coming up. If we look at our arrival, the Grinch 5, above 24, below 26. That's a weird restriction. Above 24, below 26. Well, of course we would be below 26 if we have to be above 24. Well, I guess, okay, sure. That's just a weird altitude constraint there. Above 17, and then between 11 and 6 at Grinch. I think it's got all those in here. If we look down here, Grinch, no it doesn't. Okay, good thing we looked at this. Grinch between 16 and 11 it's calling for. And then Wovel between 14 and 19. So we're going to go like 14,000 at Grinch. Or is that Bugs? Hold on. No, that's Bugs. Okay, Bugs between 16 and 11. And we've got Bugs at 16 here. Okay, we're good on that. And that should be Wovel. It's weird that it goes 16 to flight level 18. It's an odd one on there. Wovel at 14, and then as long as it is Bryce at 5, we should be good to go. Bryce 210, 5,000. Okay, we'll be good. Weird that it's got like on the manuals though how the altitude is higher than the restriction. Maybe that's why the VNAV can get a little bit wonky sometimes. I don't know. 350 till okay, I can see top of drop right there. There it is. About 180 miles till top of drop. Cap, why you making me want Mexican food? Dude, I don't know what's been going on with these playlists lately, man, but it's been jamming in here. It's been jamming in here. La Rumba. Hopefully A2A remakes some of their FSX aircraft. What aircraft do they have, Evan? I only know of, like, their Comanche. You also, Cap, thank you for the salsa Spanish music. You're going to try the RNAV 36 left? Cool. Cap, what do you think of the default 787? It's okay, but it leaves a lot to be desired. Majestic is developing, Reed, yeah. Can't really compare Phoenix to Latin VFR and Captain Sim. Well, what do you mean? Like, as in terms of quality lead? No, of course, but you can still, they're still developers, right? So that's more so what I was getting at. I'm not saying quality-wise, but I'm just saying they're all developers. They still have to be categorized as developers, whether they're good developers or bad developers. They're still developers, right? The B-17 was an FSX and the Boeing 377 was, interesting. The longest flight I've done in Microsoft, Paul, was from, where do we go? Oslo to Vancouver. It was like just over 10.5 hours. VNAV screwed me yesterday because of weird restrictions like that. I'd recommend going through and setting the linear set of restrictions because all of those in the MIC-DO are above restrictions. Ended up way too high on final. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it, Andy, for sure. I'm pretty familiar with this aircraft. I know that level change is your best friend sometimes, Andy. I'll keep an eye, thank you. I'll definitely keep an eye and make sure we're on profile, at least hitting like the certain restrictions like 16 and 14 and 5. Headwinds are doing a good job with the A330. I heard soon they will update the cockpit also. I thought it already was updated, the A330. Did they not already? Or it's in beta or something? I don't know. Hey Cap, as I can only buy one of the two, should I buy the Airbus TCA or the Boeing? I fly both Airbus and Boeing, so I'm a little bit confused. Mickey, the easiest way that I can kind of describe this is it is easier to fly a Boeing with a joystick than it is an Airbus with a yoke. So if you fly both Airbus and Boeing, I would go personally with a joystick because it just makes more sense flying everything with a joystick. Trying to fly an Airbus with like a fly-by-wire system, like a 319, a 320, a 321, a 330, it feels very weird to say the least. So yeah, I would go with the joystick. Yeah, Andy, level change, vertical speed, all of that. It's definitely your best friend in this airplane. And it's funny because like I said, I was having a chat with a real world A300 captain, and he was telling me that the VNAV path and the VNAV profile in this aircraft is very subjective. It is definitely not the best system, and he even told me that they rely heavily on level change and speed holds and stuff like that. So okay, no problem. Like you said, noted for sure. Cap, I don't see you flying the headwind. It seems like you don't like it. I don't know, man. Listen, it's not, I don't mean any disrespect. Like I'm at the point where I've been flying long enough in these simulators that I require a certain level of fidelity. Flying all of these default mods, they're fun for like a flight or two, man, and then it just wants to be wanting more. And really, at the end of it, I end up sitting there and I end up going like, man, how come somebody hasn't done a 330 yet? Or how come somebody hasn't done a 787 yet? Or how come we don't have a 747 yet? Right? Like, that's all that these make me do, man. Like, as good as it is, you're still modding a default airplane. And until we can get like a custom proper flight model, something feels proper, it's night and day. All you have to do is go fly this airplane and then go fly one of the default 747s or 787 or something, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just, all it does is it leaves more to be desired for me. Like, that's really all it does. Sure, it's fun for a stream or two, but then it's like, meh, you know. It's funny, all these mods make me go to P3D and fly the PMDG 74 and Quality Wings 787. I don't blame you. I wish I had that option to go and do those, you know? I wish I did, dude. And again, I do not mean any disrespect like that. I love that the developers are constantly putting out free mods and stuff like that for the community to enjoy. And if you do enjoy flying those aircraft, all the power to you. And I hope you have an amazing time with them. But for me, as somebody who does this full time, flies what, 30, 40 hours a week, I'm in this simulator flying these airplanes, I need something a little bit more. These little default mods with just the most awful ground handling and characteristics and flight model that is just, who fucking, like I said, man, for me, flying the 787 feels like even when using the mods, like the Horizon mod and stuff like that, it still feels like I'm flying a toy. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like a 787 would feel. It just feels like I'm kind of flying this brick through, I don't even know. It just doesn't, I just don't enjoy it. It just, like I said, it makes me want a proper 787 or a proper 747, like a third party developed for a year or two with flight model in mind and all of that fun stuff, right? Like, that's what I really want. After flying the iniBuilds A300, I can't fly any other aircraft. It feels like a paper plane. That's what I'm saying, man. It's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Going back to those VNAV quirks, those are the fun of flying and actually using your brain a little bit. I have not been able to go back to the 320 as a result. Yeah? There you go, man. Miss Quality Wings, yeah, they're gone. They're gone. Somebody like was doing some digging on Reddit as well. They lost their trademark, so like you could essentially go and trademark Quality Wings and start your own development cycle and bring an airplane. It's kind of weird. But again, I just don't I wish we knew. I wish we were like privy to like knowing that type of information about what's really going on in the background, because as I've mentioned before, if you were a highly regarded, and I'm going to put them as highly regarded, whether their products were excellent or good or whatever, the Quality Wing 787 is probably one of the most loved. That and the PMDG 777. Those are probably the two most loved airplanes in all of P3D, in my opinion. Just from like seeing friends and videos and other content creators who are doing P3D stuff. Like those are like the two airplanes you always see. It blows my mind that as a company that is able to understand and develop these aircraft, that they didn't do everything that was possible under the sun to get a 787 out and to benefit off this market that is Microsoft Flight Simulator. It boggles my mind. We've gone over this. We've already spoken about how many millions of dollars just Microsoft Flight Simulator has generated for companies like iniBuilds, PMDG, probably Phoenix as well, man, with all of these, maybe more so PMDG and iniBuilds because their products are both on Marketplace, Xbox, and on PC. Maybe not so much Phoenix because Phoenix is just for the PC user, but man, it boggles my mind how you don't try and do everything under your power. And that's where I would just like to know, like, what happened with Quality Wings. You remember their initial statement, right? The initial statement was by, I think they said Christmas 2021 or something like that. Quality Wings, they were going to bring their 787. I know that on the release of the simulator, they were posting tweets and on their forums, and they were talking about how they were 100% bringing the aircraft over. What happened? That's what I want to know. Like, literally, what happened? Did the developers? I've heard so many stories. I've heard that all of the developers from Quality Wings got poached. Some are now working for Phoenix, some are working for iniBuilds, some are working for PMDG. I've heard every story under the sun about what happened with Quality Wings, but I don't know the actual story of what happened. But I would be super interested in knowing what happened and what would cause something like that. Because I think this is very clear. If you do this properly and you take your time and you can properly develop a product for Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can literally become rich. Like life-changing amount of money is possible in this simulator because of the user base and how many people are using this simulator. You know? What about the fly-by-wire guys? That's a tough call. I don't know if people would leave a paid position, Roy, to go work for a donationware system, right? That doesn't make sense. I could see developers being poached by other companies, iniBuilds, PMDG, Phoenix, right? Like that probably makes more sense. I don't see a Quality Wings team member who's getting paid to develop a product leave to go work with like a freeware group, right? But, yeah. Quality Wings hasn't even posted on their Facebook since October 2020. Yeah, well, that's Facebook, but I believe it was. Anyway, we've seen the links, we've seen the things. It's just crazy, man. I just don't know. To be fair, everyone got the Phoenix when it came out. They really benefited from being the first proper high fidelity aircraft. I would agree. Yeah. Sucks that Quality Wing didn't make it. Really bites. They're a great dev and great people. Yeah, like I said, man, I'd be curious to see what happened. What happened? You know, was it the case of like a Captain Sim, where apparently, according to the 1 or 2 people that are left at Captain Sim, all of the people that did like the systems, the coding, they all left to go work for iniBuilds, PMDG, and Phoenix. That's why Captain Sim is what it is today. It's literally just a 3D model artist that doesn't know how to do anything and just takes default stuff and into there. Notice you're landing in Memphis. Nope, Alex, we're landing in Orlando. We departed Memphis. We're landing in Orlando, and this is the only leg today. I've got to head out after this. I think what's good about the fly-by-wire is that I think at least most of the devs have no interest in getting paid. It's purely a hobby for them, which is great. Maybe, yeah. Going back to FSX, PMDG 747-800i was my favorite. MD-11 was a close second. Level D 7.5 was great too. Yeah, like even companies like that, like Level D, where did Level D go, right? Like, how come they haven't produced a product? This sim's been out for 3.5 years now. Why is it that we really only have like 3 or 4 major competitors for aircraft, right? If you think about it, who do we have? Phoenix, PMDG. Now there are some. I'm only thinking about commercial aircraft here. I get that there's some great business jets, there's some great turboprops, and there's some great prop airplanes that are out, but I'm talking like as far as actual developers that we would support from day one and buy a product if they put it out. Who do we have? PMDG, Phoenix, iniBuilds. I even think Aerosoft is a stretch at this point. I mean, Aerosoft, the CRJ was huge for Aerosoft, and it probably generated a ton of income because, again, it was one of the first airplanes. I think the CRJ was the first commercial aircraft to come to the simulator. After the CRJ, it was the Phoenix A320. After the Phoenix, shortly after the Phoenix, it was the PMDG 737. But, I mean, we don't have that many people. And again, that kind of boggles my mind. Maybe I'm too deep into the flight sim hobby where I think it's worth more than it is, but I just find it hard to believe that throughout all of the developers, through the X-Plane side of things, the FSX, P3D, I find it kind of strange that after 3.5 years, we really only have 3 or 4 names to talk about, you know? Leonardo, again, man, I'm not taking anything away. The MD-11 is an okay product. I don't think it's worth the price that they're charging, and I most certainly don't think that it's we're going to get really anything else from Leonardo, are we? But, yeah. Mr. Q8 Pilot, my good friend, huge, no floaties, and of course with yous to the one and only Mr. Q8 Pilot, guys. Let's get some love and chat for my good friend. It says, Happy New Year, Captain. I hope the new year brings to you all that your heart desires. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. I hope you're having an incredible day. You're already in the new year over there. So celebrating in the new year. Mr. QA Pilot is in the future.
Alert. Phoenix just posted in their Discord that the new year has not arrived yet and that the clock strikes midnight soon. Eyes.
Is that what they did? Lone Sparrow, thanks for your support, my friend. I appreciate you. Let me see what they posted. Where's the Phoenix Sim Discord? Are we going to announcements or... I don't see where did they post that into? The Phoenix chat or events or... No, they didn't? Okay, got you. I was like over on Discord looking. I'm like, I don't see anything. I don't see anything one bit. Not one bit. Lone Sparrow, huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you for another $5 donation. Happy April Fools. We're a little bit early for April Fools, but you did get me. I was like, interesting. I've been waiting. I honestly thought I was going to wake up this morning to them at least posting some type of message like, hey, it's the end of the year. At least giving us an update, even if they don't give us a product. At least they're giving us like an update. Like, we're hard at work. We really hope in the next whatever. But maybe they're just so afraid at doing that now that they just don't even want to, they don't even want to do that now. They're so against everything that they refuse to even show, they're refusing to even talk about anything, which would kind of suck, but hey, What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Cool. Top of descent is in about 80 miles, chat. 80 miles. We'll be starting our descent. Also, we're going to get any ATC action. I don't know. I don't think anybody's online. MCO Tower is online. That's all I'm seeing. Orlando Tower. Looks like we've got Tower online, and that's about it. I received my giveaway TCA yoke pack today in the mail. Hey, nice, man. Very cool, Joe. Great news. Just before the new year as well. Awesome, man.
Cool face, just kidding. You can't believe everything you read online. Happy early April Fool !S exclamation mark dot dot dot. And while I have your attention, Happy New Year, everyone.
Same to you, my friend. Huge no floaties, 2 Lone Sparrow. Thank you, man. He got him. I'm here today at 7:35 p.m. Nothing is happening today, folks. Please don't hype yourselves up. We're not said to expect anything. You'll get a sit rep soon enough, but it isn't tonight. Go relax. There you go. There you go. In your opinion, is the A300 higher fidelity than the Phoenix in terms of depth and flight model, which is more fun for you to fly? I think they're both right up there, man. I don't think I could choose just one. I think they're both really fun. As far as flight model and stuff like that, I think they both fly great. This airplane may be one of my favorite hand flying aircraft, though. It just feels incredible. Once you have it completely trimmed out, it's so much fun to fly. Yeah. What rudder system am I using? Nicola, the Thrustmaster pendular rudder system. You could put exclamation point TM in chat. Hey Cap, would you ever accept a donation for future giveaways? I have some sim tech I bought and don't like it, so it just sits on my desk. Maybe able to figure something out, Evan. That's a little bit difficult because you gotta send it to me, then I gotta send it out to the winners, so it ends up being hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of shipping, and then you have, like, what if somebody buys it and they live halfway across the world? It's literally hundreds of dollars to ship somebody something, and then it's you know, the shipping cost exceeds what the actual product cost is, and it becomes a little bit of a mess. I don't know, man. It's something that we can speak about, but through my understanding and just the way that the shipping and logistics of everything like that work, it just makes it difficult. Have you used the MCO scenery? I've heard bad things, especially taxiways. I have, Tony, and I have been one of the ones that complains about them. Yes, the taxiways need a lot of work. They do, man, especially the bridges. Taxitygate is charging a premium for this airport. I believe it's $25 or $27 or something like that. And in Microsoft Flight Simulator terms, that's a lot of money. That's more like a FSX, P3D, X-Plane pricing. Most sceneries in Microsoft are below $20. So when you charge above $20, it usually means that you've spent an exceeding amount of time developing the scenery. In my opinion, it's not up there.
Happy New Year, Captain.
Not worth the price.
Thanks for the great streams in 2023, and I'm looking forward to what you'll have for us in 2024.
Hey, man, it's going to be a crazy year, Chris. I am super excited for it as well, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Huge no floaties, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you, dude. Thank you. From the Phoenix Discord channel and Phoenix chat, what's that, Johan? Hey, Cap, you also got a terrain bug with DX12 and frame gen. Sometimes, Jacob. Not so much a terrain, but what you'll see is, like, you'll be at an airport and some of the textures will bleed through. Yeah. Hey, Cap, you also got, sorry, I just answered that one, Jacob. Thanks so much, Chris. Huge no floaties and with yous. Thank you for the support through 2023, my friend. Like I said, I think 2024 is just going to be an incredible year, man. With all the releases, with all the aircraft coming, the new simulator coming at some point as well. Man, it's going to be crazy.
Test. Who's here? Test.
Who's here? Nice. Don't forget your VORs, chat. Davis, huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thanks so much for the 663 chat. Can we get a belated happy birthday in chat for Mr. Davis, who celebrated his 92nd birthday yesterday? He's 92 years old, and he went out to the Tampa Bay Lightning game. Pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. At 92 years old, he's still ticking. So can we get some no floaties in chat for Davis for the donation and, of course, the belated birthday? Incredible what this man is able to do at 92 years old. Thank you, Davis. He's not 92, chat. I'm just fucking with him now. But let's get him some birthday chats. Hope he doesn't fall. Don't fall down the stairs at the hockey game. Happy belated birthday, Mr. Davis. Oh, man. Yes, for me, the airport scenery becomes invisible sometimes. Pretty annoying. Orlando is 25 GPB on sim market. That's a lot, man. That's like 30, I forget what it, 36 or $37 Canadian after tax. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Davis is 92. Yep. He's an old man. Told you. Real old man. Afternoon, Cap. I have an AMD RX 6600 XT and tried to enable DX12 on Microsoft. When I load in, the sim pauses and never loads completely. I'm not sure with the AMD cards, to be honest with you, man. I don't know a lot about the AMD cards. I don't know what could or what would be causing that. Maybe do a little bit of research. I'm not quite sure. All right, chat. What is the... I'm 93. Sorry, not 92. 93. How dare I? Winds are 280 at 7 now, so we're definitely favoring the 3.6s. Still going to be a gnarly crosswind, but we are favoring the 3.6s now. And altimeter's 3022. Cool. Everything looks good there. Let's go to, I think we're picking up an ATIS. We've got ground and tower online for Orlando. Orlando arrival ATIS is information Yankee. Simultaneous approaches in use, parallel runway uses in use. Visual approach 35 right, 36 left. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should do the RNAV then. Let's go flight plan. Maybe just to make his life easy. Actually, no. You know what? We're setting up the ILS. I don't care. Actually, no. We shouldn't. We should be good pilots, chat. Let's go MCO. Let's plan 36 left. Does it even let me do 36 left? It should, because it's an RNAV. RNAV 36 left. Yes. And we're going to be on the Grinch 5 with the DITA transition, and I believe we're going to want Laura. So let's come up here, we'll unpin you.
Happy New Year, Captain. Wishing you and your family a great and prosperous 2024. Also, what are those things above the cockpit windows on the PMDG 737? Thanks.
Mr. Max, I already know who this is. Your biggest fan coming in with the 100 USD donation. Mr. Citation Max. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you are doing well. Right back at you, man. A very, very happy New Year's and Christmas holiday for you and the family, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Why the hell did my autopilot turn off? Appreciate you, man. Everything you do for the community and all the countless amount of hours that you give me while I eat my dinner and watch your videos on the good old YouTube. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. And of course, with yous. You know what we never hear from Mr. Citation Max? With you. We don't hear with you from Max while he's flying. Max knows better. Bunch of with yous with you, man. Thank you for the support, dude. Stop rudder input test? Okay.
Stop rudder input. Stop rudder input.
Everything is working A-okay, my friend. Alright, so we are planning for the RNAV then. Flight plan discontinuity ahead. Where does it have us right now? Where is that? I'm seeing Mayor and Koch's. Mayor? Okay, we're all the way down here. Oh boy, okay. Let's go direct to Koch's. Good. Insert. Good. Okay. Now we're good. Now we should all be all set with that. And then we need a plan for the descent. It should have everything still in here. Bugs at 16. Okay. Everything should be in here. Wolvel at 14. And then Bryce at 5. So everything's still in there. fingers crossed this actually works properly. We can go down to, I'm going to just bring us down to our first descent, which was 16,000. I don't want to blow through these restrictions or anything, so we'll go first descent down to 16. We do need to plug in some information here. So final approach course 005. So we'll bug that up, 005. And then our minimums will be LPV. I think we're on LNAV VNAV. Fuck it, we'll just go with LNAV. 480 is going to be the minimums. So we'll go here and we'll go 480 into the MDA. Good. Let's go ahead and go profile descent. You see once you click down you get P descent in blue, which means that it's armed. So we're currently in profile altitude. We're waiting for P descent to come in. Good. Only C. That's the best one. You need those. Hope you're having a great day, Cap, and watching you is playing Infinite Flight at the same time. Happy New Year, sir. Same to you, Tony. Good to see you, man. Thank you very much for your support as well, my friend. Thank you, dude. Mr. Hitman dropping the $5 donation as well. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you. Huge no floaties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The C-Cap, can you explain what's happening with ATC and the rudeness? It makes me feel not to do VATSIM anymore, especially me to know every chart is crazy. I mean, it is what it is, dude. I wouldn't get too hung up on it if I were you. That's just going to be my only suggestion. Don't get too hung up on it. Some ATCs are a little bit friendlier and better at dealing with situations than others, and yeah, I don't know. It's off of something got all bugged up here. It's off of profile mode now, even though we're about to descend. So I'm going to go level change, because we're going through profile now, but the aircraft is not descending.
Hey,
something
Captain,
about
can
changing.
you explain what is happening with ATC and the rudeness? It make me feel not to do VATSIM anymore. They expect me to know every chart is crazy.
Okay, now we're back on profile. Yeah, like just try not to pay attention to it, man. The best that you can do is just try and make sure that you know your instruments and your standard instrument departures and arrivals and stuff. Other than that, it just don't take it too seriously. Take it as a little bit of a grain of salt, right? I always tell people you always want to be a little bit over prepared when you're dealing with ATC and stuff like that, especially like on VATSIM or Pilot Edge. You probably want to be over prepared. So maybe just take an extra couple minutes, look at your departure charts, look at your arrival charts, just look for any like major, right? Like sometimes it's not on here planned. Like sometimes you'll look at a chart and you'll be like, oh, okay, you know, and I've got this, but like then you look up here and it says like expect something different, right? So just maybe take an extra minute or two to read the charts just to see if there's anything, right? It takes us 30 seconds to read this out. From black track 134 to cross Wolfville between 9,000 and 14,000 and at 250 knots. Then on track 158 degrees to Haram. Then track 181 degrees to cross Dory at or above 8,000 and at 220 knots. Then track 186 degrees to cross Bryce at 5,000 and at 210 knots. Then track 186 degrees, expect radar vectors to final approach course. Just take some time to kind of read your charts, and I think that should help tremendously. And listen, man, I do it as well, man. I don't brief the charts as much as I probably should, and sometimes I get called out as well. If you were here this week, you'll see in Indianapolis. I'm sure Chad'll let you know all about that. We got called out in Indianapolis. The controller, again, for no apparent reason, just went out of his way to be a dickhead. There was no need to do what he did, but at the same point, it was my fault for not looking at the chart and not knowing exactly where to go and what to do. But yeah, again, it kind of falls on both ends, right? It's on me because I didn't read the chart properly and I didn't understand the departure process. But again, I do agree with you. There's no need for a controller to scald you or make you feel like you're, you know, less significant because you don't know what one VOR is on a departure chart, right? Very rarely in real life would you see something like that. I don't think you would ever get a controller. You might get a controller who's having a shitty day or a very busy airspace, and those are things that you probably need to know. But yeah, It is what it is, man. Unfortunately, as VATSIM has that real world and has that person-to-person interaction, sometimes you're going to get interactions that are not, not as pleasant as the other ones. At this point, Jeff, I'm wondering if everything's dropping at the same time. I almost think everything's going to drop at the same time. Maybe not the winglets, but at least the IE engines, the 319 and the 321. I think that they're all going to kind of drop together. We are descending, chat. We're through 24,000 feet now. I think we've got a speed restriction here that we're trying to hit. I don't know what our next waypoint is. It's bugs. Yeah, 280 knot speed restriction. So we're hitting bugs. 280 on the speeds, rolling back. And our altimeter into Orlando is 3022. 3022. We have them in real life too, but only just a handful of grumpy old pay them no mind. Exactly. And I've met you, Skyworker, and you know what? I feel like you're a man of no bullshit, but I also feel that you're an extremely fair person and you know exactly how to handle the situations. I feel like you've never had to do what some of these guys do on VATSIM, right? Like I said, of course, there are certain scenarios where you get extremely busy. You don't have time to deal with certain instances, right? But for somebody to get upset, like for somebody to give you directive VOR, and instead of actually giving the abbreviation for the VOR, like 99% of the time when I fly on VATSIM, if you're getting directive VOR, the controller will take that extra half second and say what the VOR is, right? Direct the who's your VOR, Oscar Mike. How simple is that, right? Instead of this weird interaction now where he says direct who's your, and I go, wait, what? Oh, well, that's Oscar Mike. If you would have studied your departure charts, you would know this. And it's like, okay, man, you could have just said direct Oscar Mike, direct who's your whatever, right? Like there's no need, like it's like he was baiting people to do it, right? That's where I think we kind of just got, it seemed like it was a little bit obvious. He knew that I was streaming and it just felt like it was like a bait, you know what I mean? Like he knew that I would look at it and be like, okay. But other than that, 99% of the time when I fly on VATSIM, even when I fly on Pilot Edge, and even when you listen to real world ATC, when they give you direct to a VOR, they usually pronounce the VOR and then give you the identifier, right? So direct who's your Oscar Mike. It's that simple. Like any trained ATC or anybody that knows anything about aviation is going to agree with you that, you know, that's how it should be done and that's how it should be said. We're well above path now. We need to be below 14,000. We're currently here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go level change. I don't think there's a speed restriction. There is 250 knots. So we're going to go 250 in level change. Andy, you're completely correct. We are very high up on the approach. So again, this is where level change comes in. And we're just going to level change it and we'll take this all the way down. And now we can take this down to 5 though. There's nothing to worry about there. He was having a moment because he knew you were streaming to 600 people. Maybe. And I mean, that's just even shittier of a thing to do. You try and like, what is that? Is that just like some weird jealous vibes? Like what? You're upset because there's so many people watching me and I don't know what the who's your VOR is called? Like, I don't know, dude. It just seems like a pathetic little reach of a short little man to try and get a little stick up at me, you know what I mean? Like, but anyways, we have no clue. We have no clue why he decided to do that. It could have been the complete opposite. Maybe he has no clue who I am and he's sick and tired of everybody that flies out of there not knowing what the who's your VOR is. Maybe it was that as well. We don't know the circumstances, right? So who knows? Who knows? He could have just been fed up about doing Indianapolis departure and everybody that flies out of there has no clue what the who's your VOR is. Who knows, man? There's way too many scenarios, you know what I mean? Again, you're doing this on your spare time. You're supposed to do this for fun. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself. There's no need to scold people and make people feel like they're less of a pilot because they don't know the VOR off the top of their head, you know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Or it could be going through a tough time. It could be, yeah. What happened? It was last week. We were departing out of an airport, and the controller gave us direct a VOR. And as you know, a VOR in your FMC is just going to be three letters, right? And he gave us direct Hoosier, and I was like looking in my FMC, and I was like, direct what, sorry? And he's like, Hoosier, Oscar, Mike. If you would have read your departure charts, you should know this. Like, was just being like snarky and just being like a dickhead for no reason. And that's what prompted the whole debate of like, well, why do people act like this? Like, what is he gaining by doing this? If in doubt, ask them for an initial heading. Yeah, well, that's why I said, I'm sorry, can you repeat the waypoint? And then he just assumed that I had no clue what it was. And he goes, Hoosier, Oscar, Mike. You should know this if you prepped in your departure charts and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, okay, man. So sorry. And I responded a little bit snarky too. I'm like, wow, I am so sorry that I did not read the departure chart. Please forgive me. I think I said something like that, or I don't know, dude. It was just silly. Just silly. Maybe Phoenix is developing some kind of Xbox for 2. We'd end up, we'd eat that up too if it released some quality. Maybe. Some people aren't happy till they are mad. Then Smitty goes, stop describing me. Well, you know what, Smitty? The first part is admitting the problem. This fucking guy. There's so many VORs and most don't associate with their codes. Hoosier was OOM. Dude, it crazy, Brody. It just was one of those things, man. It's what I said. Like, it was like, okay, why, man? Like, why you gotta be like this? Like, just tell me, right? Just say, again, I literally, like, a couple months ago did real world ATC with a pilot, and we got direct to VOR, and they described it exactly like that. They say direct, and then the name of the VOR followed by the code of the VOR. He was on one. That's all it was. He was on one that day, chat. It's okay. We're never gonna. It's fine. 3022 on the altimeter, and we have to get tower bugged up. Tower is going to be on MCO tower 1845. 1845, chat. 1845. Good. We're actually going to flip him over now. We'll get that ready, and then we've got ground on 121.8. So we'll get that set as well. Cool. We've got tower plugged in. We've got ground plugged in. We're looking good. Nice. Are we going for the butter today, chat? By the way, we're going to pause the music here in a second. We've got Orlando. We've got quite a little bit of a long taxi. That's actually where we're parking, right down here. It's good to see that it's modeled. So we're going to vacate the runway to the left, and then we got a back taxi all the way down here. There's the FedEx ramp right down in here. Coming up on 10,000. I don't know if there was another speed restriction. There is 220 knots. So let's bug up 220. Nose is going to lift up here for a sec. We'll get our landing lights on. Good. Engine start switches over to continuous. Seatbelt sign can come on. We'll get our wing lights on here as well. Now, somebody told me, I don't know if this is correct, chat, but somebody said you can do a full shutdown procedure now and do the replay. So we're going to try that today. I think we're going to be able to do that, but can you please butter the landing? Gracias. Greetings from Dallas, Texas. I will do my best, Luis. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, man. There's a DHL Luton to Heathrow, and this flight is pointless. DHL Luton to Heathrow. That could be kind of fun, though. Happy New Year to you, Mr. Smitty. Good to see you, dude. Did you figure out the altitude callouts? No. I still feel like we're low on... I still feel like the altitude 5 callout should not be happening. Or it happens way too low. But... no, I've kind of changed my approach. I've been putting a little bit of down trim into the aircraft. It seems to respond quite well. Landed the A330 in Athens an hour ago on X-Pen 11, and the landing rate was minus 75.76. Very nice. Also got yelled at yesterday flying the A300 because I should have turned after 1,700 feet, but started the turn after 3,000 feet because it was climbing like a rocket. Yep, that'll happen. The rocket ships.
Can you please butter the landing? Gracias.
I will do my best, Louise. Thank you for your support.
Texas.
Greetings to you as well, my friend. Thanks. Okay, I think we can go back to profile. What's profile going to keep the speed at? Profile should keep the speed at 210 knots. Profile 210. Good. Profile's being weird. We're going back to level change, chat. 210 level change.
92 heavy or lander tower. And continue advise when you are 8 miles out.
I think we're just going to manually fly this, to be honest with you. It's been a while since we've manually flown an approach. I want to hand fly this whole approach.
Heavy, ground point 8.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to bug up 4,000. Kevin, thanks for your support, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you for your support. Incredibly kind. Lovely Garter Snake. This is a Microsoft Flight Sim channel, man. There's no need to bring politics into here, okay, dude? First and only warning, man. First and only warning. Just enjoy the stream, dude. There's no need to get politics in here. There's a lot of shitty things happening all over the world right now, man. Jay Stevens, huge no floaties to you as well. Thank you for the gifted member, man. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and proceed direct X-band. We need to be an X-band for 4,000. Let's go direct X-band, insert. Good. Cool. Approach today. We're going to go with 137 because it is a crosswind, so we should be fine at 137. We don't need any wind correction. So we'll do that now.
Touchdown aircraft departure expiration Mike, now current, wind 260 at 7, altimeter 3020.
All right, we're going to bug up 3,000. I'm going to go vertical speed. I'm going to go at about 1,000 feet per minute. If I'm looking at my chart, flip over to the RNAV. X-band at 4,000 feet, so that's what we're going to aim for. So actually, we're going to keep 4,000 for now. X-band at 4. Orlando Tower, good afternoon. FedEx 993, currently proceeding direct X-band, RNAV 36 left.
FedEx 993 or Orlando Tower. Give me a call when you're about 10 miles out.
Give me a call at 10 miles, thanks. FedEx 993. Right, he wants us at 10 miles, no problem. Looking forward to trying the A300 tomorrow. It's a lot of fun, Kevin. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for your subscription as well, man. Appreciate you, dude. And Jay, thank you for your subscription as well. Lee, please make sure you say thank you in chat, which you already did. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right, 4,000 for X-band. We're currently approaching 4,000 at X-band. I'm going to bring my speed to 190. I'm going to go flaps 15 degrees. It'll give you a beautiful view of that coming out. I'm going to get the ground spoilers in as well. The flaps coming out. Love the flap modeling, the wing modeling of this aircraft. It's absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. And remember, friends, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. We're looking for 300 likes. Hopefully we can hit it. 300 likes on today's live stream. Next is going to be 3,000 feet. We are approaching X-band. And we're going to go descent. Go to about 1,000 feet per minute. We're going to take this down to about 2,000 feet where I'll take control of the aircraft. Keep everything in here. There's 36 left out there in front of us. Beautiful. We could roll that speed back to 180 knots. There's somebody in front of us. He's just clearing him to land, which is good. They've done an amazing job with the sounds. Yes and no. I think the sounds are extremely realistic, and I think that's where people are kind of, where the sound kind of stops after a certain, I think it's like 13,000 feet, 14,000 feet, the sound really starts to quiet itself down. I think people don't enjoy that, but hey. Bearviation celebrating 69 months. One of the OGs, chat. Huge no floaties to you, Bearviation. Thank you very much for the continued support of the channel, my friend. I appreciate you. Incredibly kind. Thank you. This is from an OG to another. May 2024 be good to you. Same to you, my friend. Some no floaties and with yous, guys. Let's get some love and chat for Bearviation. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. I hope you had a great Christmas holiday season. Hope you're having a great New Year. Thanks for the continued support, Bear. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's go gear down. Roll the speed back to 170. Let's go slats and flaps 20 degrees, and we'll call up tower. Tower low UPA, FedEx 993 heavy, about an 8 mile final, RNAV 36 left.
FedEx 993 Heavy, wind 260 at 7, runway 36 left, clear to land.
36 left, cleared to land. FedEx 993, thanks. Of course, I say UPS this time when I couldn't say UPS to save my life yesterday. Final approach speed 137. Let's bug it up. 137. Good. Once we get through 170 knots, we can go slats and flaps full. We're currently hovering over 170 knots. There we go. Slats and flaps full. Speed checked good. We'll go ahead and get auto brake low, and we'll arm our ground spoilers. Beautiful. All of the lights are on. We're looking great here, chat. Yo, cam's coming on. Let's have a great last landing for 2023, chat. It's been an epic year. Thank you for being here with me throughout all of this. We are recording our replay. Here is to 2024, chat, where I really think things are just going to become absolutely insane for us. So I'm very excited to see what the future holds. And I want to thank everybody for being here and being part of this with me. You guys are absolutely incredible. And I couldn't ask for a better group of people to share my passion with. So thank you, everybody, for your support this year. It's been incredible. Let's get a nice crosswind landing, too, which is going to be a little bit tricky here. A nice crosswind landing to finish off the year. Enjoy the arrival, friends. Crosswind is heavy right now. Currently showing 11 knots.
92 heavy, left enable, ground point 8.
Left ground point 8, GPS 92.
I'm going to actually get the flight directors off. There we go. Can become a little bit distracting there.
FedEx 166 or land at tower as well.
Currently showing 3 red, 1 white on approach. I think we're good now with 2 white, 2 red. Go back down to 3 red, 1 white.
I can offer you the visual to 36 left if that would be better for you.
Crosswinds are nice. They're definitely add for a nice little challenge. It's kind of calming down now. We're down to 7 knots.
35 right for FedEx 166. FedEx 166, roger. Wind 260 at 7, runway 35 right, clear to land.
Runway 35 right, clear to land, FedEx 166.
Oh, baby. Oh, a little bit squirrely. Not too bad, though. Nose down gently. And we finish off with a butter, chat. She's down. We're decelerating. Maybe a little bit squirrely after touchdown. That may be because I have that tied to the rudder tiller or whatever, but not bad. Pretty good. I'm happy with that one, actually. Step on the brakes. Vacate to the left. I still need to dial in my rudder sensitivity. I still think it's a little bit sensitive. I'm a little bit squirrely with the rudders. I think once I dial those back, I think we should be good. We made our exit, chat. A little bit floaty on that one, but...
993 heavy, ground point 8.
Ground point 8, UPS 993. Thanks for one of the ATC, man. Have a great New Year.
I think you're a FedEx.
Yep, sorry. Don't know why I keep doing that. Thank you. It's because I'm looking at a UPS plane. All right, let's switch it over. Because I think you're a FedEx. I did it again. God damn it. Dude, why do I keep... I couldn't say UPS for the life of me yesterday, and now all I'm saying is UPS. My brain is not working, man. We've been streaming so much over the last, 10 days. My brain is not working. I swear, dude. Orlando ground, good afternoon. FedEx 993. We vacated runway 36 left. We're on Alpha.
FedEx 993 Heavy, land and ground. Welcome to Orlando. FedEx ramp, taxi via Alpha 3.
FedEx ramp, Alpha 3. Thanks for ATC, man. You have yourself a great New Year. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one, FedEx 993.
You will. Happy New Year.
All right, sweet. There we go, chat. 2 hours and 2 hours and 21 minutes. That doesn't make sense. 2 hours and 21 minutes? No. 1 hour and 21 minutes? 1 hour and 21 minutes? Okay, well that doesn't make sense. I don't know what happened to the clocks there on that one, but memory affects the marijuana. Nice. All right, nose lights over to taxi, strobe lights off, wing lights off. I don't know what's going on with the time there, but engine ignition switch off. Wow. APU master start switch on. Wing lights are off. Chad, oh boy. Time change? Nah, it's real time. I don't know why. Probably more like 1 hour and 21 minutes. I feel like that's probably accurate. I think we're 10 minutes early. I feel like that's what it was. Evan dropping the $10 donation. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. Something's in order, man. Holy macaroni. All over the place today. Sheesh. And I kept these guys out because I want to be able to do this for you guys here. Ground spoilers and flaps going clean. Love the animations and transitions. That is one bug that I've known here with the frame
Kyle's
gen.
brain is on charcuterie. Happy New Year, Kyle and chat. Thanks for another great year full of great conversations and laughs.
Davis, thanks for support, man. Appreciate you, dude, and I hope you enjoy your 93rd year here on planet Earth. Thank you for the support, my friend. Appreciate you, man. Oh, boy. Yeah, the time is right. You took off an hour and 30 minutes ago.
Ground,
Okay, there you go.
citation 5 Alpha Sierra.
Really enjoyed that. Thank you for the stream. Happy New Year's, everyone. Dogwood, take care, my friend. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I feel like we actually had a decent arrival on that one, Chad. We kicked the rudders over. We maintained center line, but again, it got a little bit squirrely after touchdown, and I think that's more on me. I kind of have to dial back my rudder sensitivities. If you notice, it seems like very linear with the rudders, so I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I don't know if that's like a... I don't know. It just...
Recap sounds like a drink is in order.
Really squirrely.
Have one on me. Happy New Year.
Evan, huge no floaties to you as well, my friend. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Just watched a video on how an airplane engine start, and it was so informative and cool. Very awesome. Very cool, man. All right. APU start switch coming on. Let's get ourselves into the ramp. Is frame gen really helpful? Absolutely. Doubles your FPS, man. Yeah. Where the hell are we going over here? Let's see what we can do. FedEx ramp. I don't know if we're going to be able to find that in GSX, but no problem.
Happy New Year's, my man. Awesome ups landing, haha.
Tamir, huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you for your support as well. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Apparently we're flying UPS today, chat. No problem. No problemo. Mitchell, thank you for your support as well, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Incredibly kind, man. Well, let's start right now, Karl. I also give a nice tip, man. Great to found you, and thanks for all the great streams. Really enjoy, brother. Mike, no worries at all, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. And here is to 2024, which, in my opinion, hopefully will be the biggest year for this channel and the biggest year for us as a flight sim community. I think that this year coming up is just going to be, it's going to be one of those special moments. I truly believe that. I think we're about to be spoiled with the amount of aircraft that we're going to have for this simulator, and not only this simulator, but moving forward with Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. It's been an incredible year. I think, you know, a lot of A320s and a lot of 737 flights have been flown, but I think 2024 is really going to be the next big thing for us as flight simmers. Super excited for it.
5 Alpha Sierra, monitor tower 118.45, great flight.
118.45, station 5 Alpha Sierra, thank you.
All right, we'll take the stand next to our beautiful FedEx, not UPS, A300 friend over here. we'll get the deboarding process doing. So we should be able to do a full shutdown is what I've been told. If this doesn't work, chat, I'm sorry. I'm only doing what I've been told should work. So if this doesn't work, I apologize. Don't shoot the messenger. Famous words, right? Right, that should be good right about there. Good. We'll go and get the park brake on. Beautiful. Upstairs, APU's on. APU bleed system is on. We'll flip over the APU gen. Good. Everything looks fine and dandy there. Let's go ahead and shut down engine number 2. Let's shut down engine number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Orlando. Ooh, nice parking job. We'll request deboarding.
FedEx 10
And there we have it, friends.
Good evening. FedEx ramp taxi via Alpha.
Beautiful, beautiful day of flying. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really do appreciate it, man. You guys are absolutely incredible. Again, we're not getting all sentimental, but I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Everybody that comes here and hangs out and, you know, makes this job, hobby, whatever you want to call it, just that much better and that much more fun. So appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you all so much for the support. We'll do a little bit of deboarding here. You can see the doors are opening. Everybody's getting off. Look at that. Beautiful. Such a beautiful airplane, man. I'm so happy that we're finally able to do some proper cargo ops. Absolutely incredible. Are the ground vehicles GSX? Yeah, all these ground vehicles that are driving up, yes, this is all GSX. Yeah, all FedEx. Menzies is what it is, right? I think Menzies or something like that. Cool. What a great stream, friends. Again, mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you all so much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, it ain't possible. So thank you all so much for your support. I truly do appreciate every single person that comes here to hang out. You guys are absolutely awesome. To everybody else that cannot donate using a monetary value, but still donates with your time, your efforts, smashing down that thumbs up button, hitting that subscribe channel, flying with me as well. You know, there's so many ways that you can support the channel and so many ways that we can support the flight sim community together. So I want to thank everybody for their support. You guys are absolutely awesome. I just looked at the time. I don't have that much time to go here, chat. So we're going to have to go to GSX and we're going to restart the Kutal script. We're going to close all of our doors. We're going to go ahead and get the aircraft in a turnaround state just so I can set flaps and all that fun stuff. And then we should be able to do our replay. Stop the recording. Okay, yes, we can still do our replay. Beautiful. Cool. So if we go to the aircraft and we come up here and we turn it to ready for takeoff. Good. Panel state ready for takeoff. We're going to set our slats and flaps all the way full as well. We'll go upstairs. I believe it does all of the lights for you as well. It does. Beautiful. Cool. So all of the lights are on. The engines are spooling up. And we will be able to do our replay here in a moment. I'm just going to let the engine spool up here. You see 319 likes. Perfect. Happy New Year, Cap. Thanks for keeping me entertained the past few years. On to 2024 and more. It's going to be crazy, Benz. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here, dude. Cap, can you show your FS Realistic settings? Lightspeed, you can download them, man. So go to FS Realistic, go to Profile Cloud. You should see mine right here. Captain Canada, camera effects only, no sounds. So there you go, man. It's available in the Profile Cloud. All right, looks like we've got good, stable engines. Looks like our flaps and slats are almost all the way out. They take forever in this aircraft. It's almost like a good minute to like set full flaps. It's kind of crazy. They just go so slow. Mind you, they are huge and they are old. Well said, Daniel. Thank you, man. Yeah. It will only show in the 310. What do you mean? No, it'll always show, man. Again, just go to the Profile Cloud, open up FS Realistic, go to the Profile Cloud, download it. If it's not showing up and you don't have a Profile Cloud, that means that you have a cracked version of FS Realistic. Hit the play button. Beautiful. We'll bring this forward. Go from like right about there. Yeah, chat. That should be good. Cool. Let's do some wing views of us coming in here. into Orlando. Once again, friends, thank you so much for an awesome 2023 that is wrapping up this year for me. An incredible year for the channel. We reached our goal of 75,000 subscribers, although we just did it. I don't know if you remember, but if you roll this back, this time in 2022, I said that my goal would be to hit 75,000 subscribers. So we just hit our goal. It's been a crazy year. I really think, once again, that 2024 is just going to be an incredible year. So thanks, everybody, for being here with me. I truly do appreciate it. You guys are all absolutely awesome. I'm going to leave you here with the outro tunes. Next live stream from me will be on Thursday. We've got our double stream on Thursday that's going to be happening. So next live stream for me is going to be on Thursday. I don't know where we're going to be going. We're going to be in Europe to start off, and then probably back over to the US to do some flights in the US in the evening. So double stream on Thursday as per normal. But until then, guys, please be safe. Please have a great New Year's. Drink responsibly. If you're drinking, don't drive, all that fun stuff. Everybody take care. I want to see everybody here for a check on Thursday. Make sure everybody's back, everybody's healthy, everybody's safe, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful celebration with friends and family. If you're hanging out at home with your dog, whatever it may be, hope you guys all have a great New Year, and I will catch you all on Thursday. Happy landings, my friends. See ya!